has Bill Belichick fixed the Patriots?
Sell, not yet. But he hasn't fixed the Patriots because in order to fix something, you got to properly identify what's broken.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't, because I know where you're going.
I'm not going to Cam.
Oh, okay.
Yet.
I'm not going to Cam yet.
I get to Cam Newton at the 5-minute mark into the show.
Okay.
We only at the minute 15-second mark. I ain't going to Cam
I'm projecting over here. I'm sorry. All right,
you have to identify what's broken, and what's broken is the lack of explosiveness in the offense.
Okay.
What were they, 30th in yards per game, 27th, I believe, in points per game. Let's identify what's broken and try to fix that. So what have the Patriots done? I respect them making a splash.
Wow.
You spend a lot of money, you make a splash. You walk into the club, you see the dude out there just making a run. He making a splash. When you walk into the club, let's go back. It's early in the show. I apologize.
Okay.
Let's go to the club.
Yes.
And they come out with the sparklers.
Oh, that person.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll be ducking. Like, don't spell my name in front of everybody.
The bottle dudes, bottle women. You know, I'm not going to be sexist.
Look at you, bottle dudes. I ain't seen a bottle dude
ever. I haven't seen a bottle man in my life. But it's 2021, and you ain't getting me kicked off this show. So the bottle men and bottle women, they run through the show with the sparklers, and everybody's looking, oh, my God, what's going on there? What's going on there? And then they got sparklers on Fiji water. That's what's going on with the Patriots right now. Like, oh, they made us. Who they signed? Who they signed? They signed Kendrick Bourne.
Don't do that.
Wait, who they signed, Sal?
Who they signed? I got you.
They signed Nelson Aguilar. Okay, like they made noise, Sal, but I don't know if it's really going to make a mass impact to fix the Patriots, because what's flawed with the Patriots, I don't think can be fixed by number 2 or number 3 receivers. Nelson Aguilar being a number 2, Bourne in his career really being a number 3.
Okay.
I don't think the Patriots can be fixed, if you will, by signing a few tight ends after spending their 3rd-round picks last year on tight ends. To fix the Patriots, you have to get a number 1 receiver to help elevate Cam Newton's game. That's truly what needs fixing, but I'll get to that on my second lap.
Oh, all right. So we're starting off a little light right here. Just a little feints, a little jabs. Went to the club, somebody balling on the budget. He's like, let me get 19 of them Fijis. Here we go. Boy, has Bill Belichick done one on y'all naysayers, critics out there. He's laughing at y'all. And he told you it was going to happen just this way. If you look at the Patriots, there wasn't that much to fix. It's certainly not as much as was advertised. I remind you, they were a 7-9 team that lost 4 close, 1 possession deep in their opponent's territory games. You do the math, 7-7. Okay, that's an 11-5 team almost, but we're that close. Now, I don't play the Fantasy Island game. I don't play the ifs were fifth game, but I understand that Bill Belichick knows just the gap between who he was and what his team was last year and what they can be. So this is a team that went through so much. And everyone said, don't sign back Cam Newton. What was the first thing Bill Belichick did? Sign back Cam Newton, because he realized that Cam Newton had some positive things going for him. We'll get to Cam Newton later when you want to go to Cam Newton. But let's look at this team in totality. You sneeze at signing tight end Smith and Henry. I don't know why you're sneezing, because those are tight ends in terms of where they're going and impact. That's going to make a difference. Patriots tight ends, last 2 years, dead last in the NFL in receptions, dead last in the NFL in receiving yards, dead last in the NFL receiving touchdowns. Did I say 2 years? Why would I bring up 2 years and Cam's only been there 1? That's part of the reason Tom Brady left this New England's offense and New England as a franchise, because he realized, dawg, y'all don't have what I need to work with. If you talk about who Smith is, that's 448 yards, 8 touchdowns last season. Oh, you don't care about 8 touchdowns. If you want to talk about what Hunter Henry is, we're talking about 613 yards and 4 touchdowns last year. Stats, you combine all those guys, you got you a competent tight end, if not more than that. But remember, for this offense to run effectively, they got to use Cam Newton and use Cam Newton to his strengths. That is taking advantage of the tight end. That is taking advantage of their running game. That is taking advantage of Bill Belichick is still going to have a top defense. Last year, 7th in scoring defense. So if you want to play complementary football the way Bill Belichick likes to play it, right now, he's on pace to fixing all those issues.
But the issue, Sal, we have to go back to the focal point of even Bill Belichick and these moves, they make you scratch your head.
How?
Because... Kendrick Bourne, 49 catches last year, 667 yards. Over the course of Bourne's entire career, 137 catches and I believe 1,700 yards. That's like one of AB seasons in his prime.
Yeah, that's real.
That's like one.
But there's only one AB, too.
That's one.
There's only one AB.
Okay, that's one of Julio's seasons in his prime.
Okay. It's really only one Julio.
That's an Odell Beckham season when Odell was in it. Like, what are we talking about? I'm talking about 4 seasons, and this dude, it made noise. We said, oh, Bill Belichick, $22.5 million you just paid him? Oh, he got to be nice. 3 years, 22.5? Let me look up what Bourne been doing.
Man, stop.
Third best receiver? Okay, let's talk about this dude.
He was on San Fran.
Let's talk about,
who was the quarterbacks? Wait. Keep going. Second on the team, too. Second on the team in receptions and yards, but you don't want to go there. They wouldn't have got somebody with upside potential, and you know it.
What's potential? Potential is just unreached, unearned, or unmaximized ability. Don't do me right there talking about potential. But then I'm looking at it like, Bill Belichick, even in last year's draft, he drafted 2 tight ends in the 3rd round. One ended up buried on the depth chart and one underperformed. So now you messed up and drafted 2 tight ends in your 3rd round last year. So now you got to go sign 2 tight ends this year. I'm not going to sleep on Smith because Smith a dog. I'm really not going to sleep on Hunter Henry.
Thank you.
But Hunter Henry might be sleeping on himself in the training room because he be hurt. He only
stayed
played
injured.
a full... I don't think he's ever played a full season, actually. He gave us 14 last year, gave us 12 the year before, gave us none the year before, ACL injury, he was hurt. So I'm just wondering, so as I look at it, has Bill Belichick fixed the Patriots? No, because has anybody here going to elevate Cam Newton? I'm not talking about, are they going to allow Cam Newton to tread water? You always talk about me as treading water with takes, treading water with this, treading water with that. The difference, that's it.
That's you.
Treading water, you just surviving.
Yeah.
Actually swimming, you going somewhere. I don't see any of these players elevating Cam Newton's game.
Oh, really? Hey, let's talk about the elevation of Cam Newton's game before we even talk about how Cam Newton's going to elevate his own game. Let's talk about the fact that Julian Edelman, who missed 10 games last year, is coming back this year healthy.
He's going to be 35, right?
He's not getting younger. He's going to be 35.
He's still running around cars on Beverly Hills?
No, jumping on them, too. Not getting in trouble either. Another topic. Here we go. Julian Edelman is coming back. Sometimes you ain't got to draft. Sometimes you ain't got to go to free agency. You got to say, hey, you, just be available. You be healthy. Julian Edelman's back. Sony Michel had injuries last year. Back. You want to talk about Rex Burkhead? Back. What are you talking about? Those are just weapons from last year. Then we get our opt-outs back. Oh, you forgot about the 8 opt-outs.
But they not broke. The dudes on defense wasn't broke.
Okay, well, hold on. So that doesn't help the offense? I talked about complementary football. See, this is the difference between you and I.
He's going to differences, America.
What's the difference?
I have hair, you don't?
Start one. All right. You started right there. No, seriously. I am into football in a way that my sentences end with a period. Yours end with an exclamation point or their run-on. Ellipses. I'm like, dog, won't you relax? You are so wowed by wow factor that you don't understand that to be effective in the NFL, you have to master the simple. Tom Brady mastered the simple. Tom Brady wasn't as wow as Peyton Manning. Tom Brady wasn't as wow as Aaron Rodgers. And Tom Brady's like, add up y'all rings, double that, +1, I got y'all. That's what I'm looking at when I'm talking about who was the mastermind of Tom Brady's philosophy. Bill Belichick. All Bill Belichick's saying we're going to do is we're going to run the football. After we run the football, we're going to be able to pass effectively and explosive. After that, we're just going to play our standard defense, which is always top 10. And that's how we win games. We win games because other teams will lose the game themselves.
Fair. I'll give you that.
That's the Bill Belichick way. You're trying to draw up a different architecture for this system. You can't draw it up differently than Bill Belichick, who's the greatest coach of all time.
I like your take. But here's the problem. I don't know if simple still trumps wow in this day and age of the NFL.
Well, ask Patrick Mahomes that. Does it?
The Buccaneers wowed in the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers wowed.
They didn't get their own wow versus the Patrick Mahomes.
But they got there on Antonio Brown. That's wow. Rob Gronkowski. That's wow. Leonard Fournette. That's wow. Tom Brady himself is wow. I don't think the Patriots are going to be able to fix themselves. They got better. We know they got better. But
how much?
Fixing a game or two, maybe.
No. How about this much for close games?
No. Because when you're talking about the simple isn't going to be able to trump when you roll in and Josh Allen still has Stephon Diggs, sir. Like, Jonnu Smith, sir, ain't really about to make, these nice 3rd and 8, we got a completion. Yes, you got to move the sticks. You got to move the chains. But the simple cannot trump the wow, not when you have guys like Patrick Mahomes out there, Josh Allen more explosive out there, guys like Lamar Jackson that can strike at lightning speed out there. And then you got to the NFC, and you got Aaron Rodgers in that offense. You got Matthew Stafford, who's now with the Rams. You got Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Yeah, play simple if you want to,
Yeah.
but this ain't the 75 and them leather helmets no more, big dog.
Okay.
You got to move with the ages and the trends.
Right now, my DVR is going off in my brain. I remember Acho telling me that Patrick Mahomes has to score more than 30. Oh,
Correct.
they will score more than 30 in the Super Bowl because they were the wild team. Everyone thought that they were the favorites, and they went against the master of the simple, Tom Brady. Remember that was 7-5? Remember that Tom Brady?
There was nothing
last
simple
year, 7-5?
about the Bucs.
Didn't even know what fourth down was? What are you talking about?
Define simple then. Let's define simple.
Define simple is this. We need to start and establish the running game, do play action passing off of it, and it's not going to be every time we line up, we're taking shots. It's like we're going to play efficient football. As you know, as a defender, the hardest thing for an offense to do is to consistently move the chains. Tom Brady loves that. Bruce Arians didn't. Bruce Arians had a wild mindset.
True.
Tom Brady told him, calm down. After week 12, after the bye week, he said, come here. You're the coach. I'm the player, but I got 6 rings already. Let me tell you how I got them. By just making sure we play complementary football. You took me to places. Let me just diffuse some of these. Josh Allen, you talk about him and Stephon Diggs. That's cute. Where's your running game? Uh-oh. Patrick Mahomes, you're talking about, him and the wow factor. Where's your protection? You lose 3 starters, you get 1, and that's not good math. You talk about Lamar Jackson, who I love, who I swear by, but they got some passing game issues. Do not put that and project that onto Bill Belichick in this situation. Now, we've been avoiding it, but the moment is here. Let's talk Cam Newton. I wasn't going to let us go this whole block without talking Cam Newton. And how Cam Newton understands the history of the Patriots, the history of Bill Belichick, where no quarterbacks have success under Bill Belichick in year 1. Remember, going back to Vinny Testaverde, going back to Tom Brady. Tom Brady was there a whole entire year, digesting the system before he was out there playing and winning the Super Bowl in year 2. Matt Castle, it took him year 4. Jimmy G, year 3, before he even went out there for 4 games, ended up only being 1.5. I digress. Now you get to Cam Newton. Cam Newton, he didn't get the chance and opportunity that even Tom Brady got, which is to sit, observe, and learn and grow. He was thrown to the fire, hit the ground running, caught COVID, all of a sudden, everything went to, can't curse, did it. I remember looking at Cam Newton in the second half of the season saying, I don't think people are giving him enough credit. Listen to these stats. From week 8 through the end of the season, Cam Newton had 14 total touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. What does that sound like? Does that sound like the same guy that Acho and everyone is saying, throw him out there, throw him to the trash, he's nothing but a bum? Or does that sound like a guy that has started to click? Old Betsy started to turn over. Cam Newton is going to take that momentum into the offseason with continuity, with new weapons, and all of a sudden, New England, I guarantee you right now, double-digit wins.
Here is the flaw in the thought process. It's simple. Cam Newton's been in the league since 2011. From 2011 to present day, Cam Newton has 9 seasons of double-digit interceptions. 9 seasons. Every season Cam Newton has played more than 3 games, he has double-digit interceptions. That's terrible. Now, conversely, what are the Patriots used to? What are you submitting the Patriots have become accustomed to?
What?
Tom Brady, 2011 to present day. Tom Brady has 4 seasons with double-digit interceptions. You, Marcellus, Wiley, are asking Cam Newton to be someone he's never been. When you're saying, has Bill Belichick fixed the Patriots? He hasn't, because the issue at hand is Cam Newton can't be somebody else than Cam Newton. Hey,
he can't improve?
They say this. You might as well be you because you're the best version of you.
You ain't lying
Like,
there.
nobody else can be a better version of Marcellus Wiley than Marcellus Wiley.
That's right.
Cam Newton is who he is. He gets you a lot of touchdowns totally, and he turns the ball over a good amount. But back in the day, he used to get a whole lot more touchdowns and turnovers. Nowadays, he just gets a few more touchdowns and turnovers. So I just don't think that this mindset, this Bill Belichick way of take care of the football, let's own the game,
really?
let's play good defense, that's just not who Cam Newton is. Oil and water between coach and quarterback. Couple of off-season acquisitions that aren't type A, first team, all-pro type kind of dudes. Not changing that.
Okay, I'm going to have to do this to you because I know you're not a parent just yet, but you keep going to those Thai restaurants late, you're going to find your way into a situation where maybe one day you're going to find you a good woman because you're a good man. And then all of a sudden you guys are going to make a union, and then there's going to be offspring from that. I look forward to that. What I don't look forward to is when little man, he's going to be like my nephew, kind of like little nephew, little Acho. He's like, man, uncle, daddy tripping. I was like, what happened? Well, I went out there today riding my bike for the first time. I fell down. Daddy said, you know what? That's who you are. You fell down, you're never going to get up. That's how you coming at Cam Newton, dog. His first year with Bill Belichick, he fell down. Can he get up? Because when I look at the numbers, did Cam Newton have a better completion percentage last year than Tom Brady? You told me Cam Newton was trash last year. How the hell is he trash and he had a better completion percentage than the Super Bowl champion and MVP, Tom Brady? How is he trash when
I didn't say he was trash. I wouldn't say
okay.
I'm like, I wouldn't say Cam Newton was trash.
Garbage?
I might say he played
Oh,
like
yeah.
trash,
That's what I mean right now. You're right. We're going to keep this real. Talk about the performance, not the performer. But is this trash? Having more rushing touchdowns than Michael Vick ever had in any season? Is that trash-ish? No, it's not. What about the fact that he had his second highest completion percentage in his career, which shows that maybe I didn't PR, but I'm still on the trajectory of improvement.
Let me ask you this then. Are you implying that Cam Newton will get better and that is the fix?
No.
Or these moves are making Cam Newton? Because these offseason moves haven't really done anything to me to say, oh, Cam is good now. Because going into next season, who their target's going to be? N'Keal Harry, Julian Edelman, Kendrick Bourne, Nelson Aguilar, Rex Burkhead, Jacoby Myers. Nobody on that roster screams fear. Let's take y'all back to the defensive meeting rooms. Real quick, y'all come with us. We're going to have a defensive meeting, and we're going to sit in our chairs.
Acho up. Acho up.
Defensive line usually kick it in the back.
Hell yeah.
Defensive backs in the front, linebackers in the middle. And we'll go through the scouting report, and the coaches will be like, all right, this week we really got our hands full.
Yep.
Never mind. This week we really got our hands full. N'Keal Harry. No, we're not. This week, we really got our hands full. That ain't it. This week, Marcellus, nobody on this Patriots offense thus far scares you. So I don't know how I'm fixed if I'm still not intimidated as a defender.
Oh, I can tell you how. Because that same coach that's talking, somebody's going to raise their hand and say, yeah, but they got Bill Belichick, coach, and we ain't got him. Uh-oh. So you need to put your damn red laser down and point it at yourself, coach, because you're a problem. Who struck fear when Cam was out there winning MVP? It was a collection. It's
like
almost
Greg Olsen a little bit.
Yeah, Greg a little bit. But good. Add me up, Hunter Henry, add me up, Smith a little bit. Here's the point. The New England Patriots have always been a death by 1,000 paper cuts.
That's true. That is true.
A death by 1,000 paper cuts. Oh, he ain't. They are. That may be the issue this year.